So recently in my graphic design class, we made zines, and that's what I'm going to be showing you today. I'll put some stuff about how I made it. So I know that whenever I was making this zine, I don't know how to say it right. I sound so stupid. So basically, I've been wanting to make content on here for a while, and this is my first video, and I thought that since I recently made a zine in my graphic design class, I'd talk a little bit about that. I'm actually a mass communications major, but I had to take a graphic design class for the course because graphic design is a form of mass communications. So we made a zine recently. That was our most recent project, and I've been wanting to make one for a while, specifically a photography zine for my film photography that I do. So I thought that I would show you guys an example of the zine that I made and talk about kind of some of the thought that went into it and where I got inspiration from and stuff like that. I made this on Photoshop and InDesign. Yeah, so let's get into what it actually looks like. So this is the cover of my zine. Basically, I wanted to make mine about home because living on campus, you know, away from home. I don't live super far from home, but it's still something that I miss, you know, growing up in all this nature and stuff. So I just titled my zine Home and What I Love About Living in Rural Appalachia. And so it's just kind of, I found myself a lot of the time not looking back at my roots enough, you know, like growing up around here, a lot of people think it's like the worst town ever. It's, you know, one of just these small towns that everyone wants to leave. And I thought it would be nice to focus on some of the really great things about it. And yeah, because the mountains around me are beautiful. We have some beautiful nature around here, and being in nature is like a very spiritual experience for me. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that and what I love about living around here. So we're gonna cut to the next clip of me actually showing you what's in here. Okay, so this is the cover of my zine. I chose two different fonts. Both of these are from actually a free font website, which is really nice. It's called thefont.com. I use it pretty often for my projects, both in my short films for things like credits and my graphic design. I forget exactly what these two fonts are called, but this one had decorative lettering, so I only actually used it on the O because I just wanted a touch of something a little more fancy, I guess, about it. And then I chose a handwritten font for the smaller text, the subtitle. So and that's actually the same text as the H, M, and the E. And all of the photos in here are taken on my film camera, my Canon K2 film camera. And they're all pictures that I took at where I live. So this is actually a chicken coop that my dad attempted to build. The chickens didn't end up living in it, but I think this is one of my favorite photos I've actually taken. I'll try to put thumbnails of the original photos on the side so you can see them digitally and not just in print. But so next I did this 2-page spread. I really wanted it to have a sort of handmade feel to it, even though I did this all digitally because of the film. So I added some small doodles around here. This is a map of our property, actually. And I added little notes about different places on the property. I thought that was a nice touch because I didn't want it to only be photos. I wanted it to feel very like personal to me. So this zine didn't particularly really had this zine didn't really have an audience to it other than me and my family. But yeah, and this is a view I see whenever I'm walking home from my bus stop, so I wanted to put that in there. Then this one I really like, and the words actually got cut off there, but it's supposed to say finding beauty in the forgotten things, finding those things hidden in the trees. I always thought the colors of this old and rusted camper were still so brilliant. And again, I put small little doodles there. This is a picture I took walking home one day after school. One of our neighbors has this camper, and I've always thought it looked kind of cool. I just love all of those orange colors, and I took it through the trees so it looks more observational. I just love how it came out, the film look. And this next spread that I did, try not to cover it up, I did a, I wanted to put 2 landscape pictures in here that I could do without having it be the entire 2 pages or having to physically turn the book horizontally. So I just put 2 photos in one, and I tried to choose 2 that correlated so I could have something that brings them together in the middle. So this is a pear leaf, and then this is a wasp eating a pear. And I put, shooting on film really forces you to document only what's most important to you, even if it's the small things like pear leaves or a wasp eating a once ripe but now rotting pear. Also, there's like typos in here because I didn't do spell check because I'm stupid. And as the last page in this zine, I decided to do a picture of my dad in his overalls. This is also one of my favorite pictures that I've taken on film. I think that it just really captures my idea of home, and I put all of the different things that I liked about this image. You know, my dad in the overalls, the wood pile in the background, our cats, and the field he's standing on. And then the back cover, it cut off the words here, but it just said my name and fall 2019. And it's a little picture of one of our other cats that we have. She's a cutie, just sitting under the tree leaves. Okay, yeah, so that's my entire Zine. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have for today. Ew, my face is gross. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. This is probably going to be my first video that I've uploaded, so I hope that you like it. I definitely want to start trying to make content pretty often about similar stuff like this. So yeah, let me know if it was entertaining or if I'm extremely boring, because I sound pretty boring right now. Let me know in the future what kind of content you guys would like as well. I definitely want to do some creative stuff, maybe some like photography vlogs. I'm planning to do a street photography project here soon that I was thinking of doing a vlog for, so I think that would be pretty cool. And yeah, bye. Hello, I'm Hi, I'm So basically, my name is Madeline. I am a mass communications major, and